Here we go!
Let's go, Chris.
Keep it down, Chris. Keep it down.
Yes. Go! Woo!
Good.
Here we go! Everybody okay? Okay, man! Yeah! Keep it going! Yes! Go, 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 go! Hold it! Go back there! Let's go! Let's go, Bombays! 1, 2, 3! Watch the kick!
Chris lays down a reasonable bunt. Crasher for Gordon Bombays. Devin is not able to get to it in time to make the play. The bunt Roxy picks up. Gets the out at 1.
Nice. Let's play Roxy.
Runners move to 2 and 3 for Brew Cartel. Up comes big leg David Osario in the 4 spot, and he is walked before anybody even has a chance to. Yeah, that was possibly the fastest walk I've ever seen in kickball. Solid shot, caught. Runner tags from 3, makes it home safe. Catcher Chris Messinas making a catch on the ball coming in from the outfield, strangely leading his foot on the plate when in fact it was not a force. They walk the next kicker again.
Nice drop, you go!
Good shot to right. Nathan Polson in right field, not able to make the catch, brings it in. 1 run scores, a 2nd run scores.
Nice kicks out here!
Gordon Bombays walk another player to first base to load them up, creating the force at all 3 bags. Good launch to left field, caught. Yes, Drew, everyone just heard you. British with the pitch. Bunt pop-up. Vince slips on the way to field the ball, and Nate Polson gets away with a single to first. And British serves up the pitch right here. Kenny with a long bunt. Vince makes the throw, doesn't make it. Nate Polson going for 3rd, slides down, he is safe. Kenny's going to 2. Kenny's not going to 2. Kenny stayed at 1st. Snuggles, also Devin Edwards, but we call him Snuggles because he's so adorable, takes a strike and launches a shot. Caught by Jesus. Cuts off the run to hold Kenny at 2nd. And Polson crosses the plate. Score is now 3-1, top of the 2nd. Javi Acuna up. It could be Javi Acuna. Nobody really knows how to pronounce his last name, including Javi. With a worm burner up the middle, and they've got Kenny at 2nd.
Go!
And Bueller tells me the count is 1 ball, 1 strike, no fouls. Sheridan with a pop to right field. It lands. Other Patty comes in and fields it. Runners on 1st and 3rd as Javi gets around to 3rd base. Sheridan stays at 1st. 2 outs. Sarah Ullman is now up to kick. Here comes the pitch. Kick. And it is caught. Spectacular catch in left field by Brew Cartel. Arno with a bunt. Snuggles picks it up, fields it to 1st, and it is out at 1 on a speedy play. Wilbur coming in with the pitch.
Oh, geez, now you're full of alcohol.
Patty with the pop-up. Looked like it was coming in 1 bounce. Other Patty had to protect. Took the swing, popped it up. Snuggles catches it easy on the cross pattern. 2-1-1, 2 outs, bottom of the 2nd. Here comes British. With the bunt, Snuggles picks it up, fires it, and called out. Spectacular stretch by Johnny Poulin, falling over. And third foul, went for the kick. Sergio pitching now to Ariella, who launches a short pop-up, misses her target. Comebacker to Sergio, who makes the catch. 2 outs, Karen is up for the Bombays. Here comes the pitch from Sergio. Short bunt, Arno picks it up, fires it to Osorio, and the inning is retired. Bilbrey, pitching for the Bombays right now, flew up from New York City to play in this tournament. Somebody should have told him Jacksonville should have been closer. Comebacker to Bilbrey. Easy throw to Poulin at first base. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch and short bunt. Magpie picks it up easily, runs it out, flips it to Poulin. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. In Waka, it's usually a fair ball. And a decent bunt up 3. Snuggles picks it up, gets it to Poulin in time for the third out. 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the third. And with the curveball that strange, almost ground ball worm burner. Vince Crasher for Brew Cartel. 1 out in the top of the fourth. Here comes the pitch from Sergio. And Messina's short pop-up. Sergio fields it, gets it to Osorio at first base in time for the second out of the inning. That answers the pitch that drops, and he's held at first. Magpie with a kick up the center, and they make the play and get Matty DeJesus out at second. 1 ball, 1 strike, no fouls, 0 outs, bottom of the fourth. There's the kick, popped up in the air. Roxy fades back and makes the catch while going through her knees, rolling around a little bit. Sheridan's got some pitches to play with. Throws a short pop-up. Here's the pitch. Chris launches a long high fly ball, and Alex B. Rio, a chronic Yankee fan, makes the catch for 3 outs. And I'm going on 10-1 because this beer is running right through me. I'll be right back. I have to pee. Just made a quick restroom break for all those who are wondering. Yes, I did wash my hands. Well, technically I just rinsed my hands. I didn't use soap because soap is for commies. Poulin launches a beautiful little kick shot right between pitcher and Crasher. Gets himself a single. Everybody seems to be shuffling around in the field, trying to figure out where he's going to kick the ball. Here comes the pitch. Rio with a beautiful bunt, running it out, and he beats the throw. And here comes the pitch from Sergio. No, it's not a pitch. He's still talking. And now he's finally pitching. With a textbook bunt up 1. Called out at first.
There we go.
Here's the pitch to Kenny. Takes the 1 bounce, and it lands.
Nice, go.
Rio's making the run and is caught. The wind has died down, reducing the long ball on this field, which was certainly a factor earlier in the day. Here comes the pitch, and he launches it, and it is caught for the second out. Kenny stays on second, does not tag and run to 3, wisely so, as that's right where the ball was. Sure, we are in a park. If anyone has a metal detector, I'd gladly wander around and see if I can find somebody's watch. Or perhaps some earrings. I like diamonds. Camfey with the kick. It drops. Kenny's turning. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Kenny bites back, runs back. Camfey does get to second. And Sergio walks Sheridan, loading the bases. Comes the second pitch. Sarah takes a shot high in the air. Caught by Patty. Other Patty. Patty 2.0, new Patty. And Sheridan sets up for the 2-1-0 pitch. Number 2 kicker, Cam Jones. There's the bunt. Snuggles picks it up, fires. It's... one out, bottom of the 5th inning. Score still tied. Launches down a bunt. Snuggles picks it up, fires it to pull it, and gets him in time. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Big leg. Bombays seem to be shuffling around.
Here we go!
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Osario drops down a bunt here because he can do it. Nope, he does a worm burner to first base. It's a foot race to first base. Pullen beats him out, and that is 3 outs in the bottom of the 5th, going into the top of the 6th inning. The score is tied 3-3. I'm exhausted. I want a cigarette, but I can't because all my cigarette smoke's going to be flying towards the players, and they're going to yell at me, which I don't want to happen. They're going to be yelling at each other before long. They're going to be yelling at the umps before long, but they're not going to yell at me. God damn it. Vince is apparently the best player of all times, at least according to the East Coast. Vince is a very good player. He's a horrifying crasher, and that's why I never bunt on Brew Cartel. Short bunt up the middle. Vince does pick it up, throws it to Rob for the first out. Here's the pitch. Ariella with a worm burner to Vince. Vince fires it to first. Rob picks it up for the out. 2 outs. Here comes Sergio with the 0-1-1 pitch. Brand takes the kick up the first base side. Rob picks it up, steps on first base. 3 outs, coming into the bottom of the 6th. Possible opportunity for a walk-off for Brew Cartel. This is so stressful, my bladder is full again. I'll be right back. Don't let them start the inning until I'm back from peeing. Foss with a beautiful bunt. Snuggles fires it. Makes the out to Pullen at 1. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Okay, here we go. 0-2-2 pitch from Sheridan to Brett. Brett takes the kick. Bam! Right into Brandenstein's hands, who makes the catch after it bounces off of her knockers. 2 down. Tie game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. He bunts it. Beautiful bunt up the line. Snuggles does not even bother taking the ball to 1. Simply fires it back to the pitcher. Walk-off run is standing on first base. There's the pitch. Haysby takes the boot, and boom, right into Sarah Ullman, left fielder's hands. We're going to overtime, kids. We're going to overtime. Hopefully it'll take a few minutes for them to work it all out so that I can step away from this damn thing and have myself a goddamn cigarette. What's always noticeable about these overtime games, there seems to be a lot more holes in the field. That might have something to do with the fact that there are 2 fewer players. Bilbrey with a nice little shot, running in. Good for a single. So, comes in, fields it, prevents it from becoming a... Macinas with a bunt up. 3. Getting the out.
There we go.
Vince fielding the ball, throwing it to Brenda for the out. Pitch. Maddie does a nice little shot through. Gets on base. Holding Ryan at 2nd. 1 down, runners on 1st and 2nd. Top of the 7th inning in overtime. Here comes the pitch. Magpie fires a shot directly back to British for a catch and an out. 2 outs. So apparently this is not being live cast, but I blame Timmy for that. Pulling with a launch. It's down! It's down. Patty fields the ball. Stumbles. And the ball gets successful. And 1 run across. And up comes Rio to the plate. Here comes British with the pitch. Rio takes the kick, shoots it up the third base side, and Vince makes a hell of a play. Successfully tags Maddie, trying to slide into third base. 3 outs, going into the bottom of the 7th. The score is Gordon Bombays 4, Brew Crew Cartel 3. One of the errors is people are not reading the way people line up. Vince is actually set up to bunt right now, as he just did. Here comes the pitch. Arno with another bunt. Snuggles chooses to eat it. Somebody like Patty up to kick, other Patty, who can bunt or kick away with a pop fly to center field, makes the catch, fires it in, and now runners to second and third. So a kick away that does not merit any run, or does not cause any runs, but moves runners to second and third. British is walked. Bases are loaded. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th.
Here we go.
0-1-1 the count. Here comes the pitch from Sheridan. There's the swing. Popped up to the right side. Ariella catches it. And they are walking Leslie to load the bases, create a force at every back. Here comes Mitchie. Gordon Bombays versus Brew Cartel in a hard-fought match. Here's the pitch and the kick. Sarah Ullman fields the ball, gets the force out at 1. No run on that play. Scores 4-4. We're going into the top of the 8th inning. Uber overtime. The sun has set, but there's still light. They're going to continue playing. I'm going to pee while Tim screws around with his fucking phone.
British, let's go!
Or accuracy kick, either one.
I think that's preferred, but in the dark it's fun.
Oh, Sarah Howard is apparently watching the live stream. Kenny pops up to other Patty in right field. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. I love Fireball. It is delicious. Sponsor of K365. Sponsor of the circuit. We love it. 2 outs. Snuggles up with a kick that looks like it is going to be caught by other Patty. 1, 2, 3 outs in the top of the 8th inning. No runners on. No runs scored. Scores tied 4-4 going into the bottom of the 8th. Finishing before it gets too dark would be good because, let's face it, we're not a walk-a tournament. With a kick to the right side, Ariella makes a diving catch, picks up the ball, and it's still fielded out.
On the wrong base, Andy! You had the ball on the base. You had to throw the ball on the base. Out at 1!
If we do stay tight at the end of this inning, do we go to the overtime rules or do we play another inning? It's difficult to tell with the light. Short bunt, Messinas fields it, throws it to Poland. 2 outs. I'm Sheridan with the pitch. Kick just off of Devin Edwards' fingers. He turns, looks at 2, and he's going for it. Running him back, making the throw, and they've got him in a pickle. They get him for the 3rd out. That is it. We are at the end of 2, and Steven is coming up and coming forward. Steven! 0-2-0. Over top of the 8th. Cam Fay with a little pop-up. Mitchie coming in to field it, and Patty steals it from her. Other Patty is a thief. Both sides either getting chippy because they actually, I think, might be getting chilly. Little line drive. Leslie steals it. 2 outs. Mitchie with an out. Leslie with an out. 2 outs. Sarah Ullman up with a kick. Vince picks it up, fires it to 1. Brenda fields it clean. 3 outs going into the bottom of the 9th inning. Here comes Sheridan with the pitch. It's in there. Cam takes a shot right to Ariella. Line drive directly into Ariella's hands at first base. 1 down. Fiddle about. That's what the creepy uncle does. Here comes the pitch from Sheridan to Jesus. Jesus with the butt. Oh, and... It's starting to get kind of chilly out, but nobody cares. People are more concerned about the dark. And there's the launch and the kick. Ariella with the catch, fires it in, and misses. So what was almost a double play for the Bombays could have turned into a horrendous throwing defensive error. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th inning. Tyler Foster is walked. Here's the 1-1-1 over Brett. Here's the pitch from Sheridan. Brett takes the swing, fires it up to right field. There goes Ariella running back. Makes the catch. 3 outs. Going into the top of the 10th inning. Bueller calls a no pitch as the kicker was not ready. Here comes the pitch. Bunt on. Here comes Vince in to field it. Picks it up, fires it to Brenda, and called out at first. Roxy bunting on, out at first, 1 out, top of the 10th. Ariella comes up to kick. Ariella, who's making some spectacular plays in right field at the end of last inning, preventing BCC from pulling a run. Little blooper back on the right-hand side. British able to come over, pick up the ball, make the out at first. 2 outs.
2 fouls.
2 strikes, 2 fouls, no balls. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from British. The decent kick back to British though, picks it up, easy field to 1, 3 outs. Going into the bottom of the 10th inning, Brew Cartel coming up with a pretty strong cluster of kickers. Sheridan up to kick, or Sheridan up to pitch, Sergio up to kick. Here comes the pitch. Sergio with a short bunt, Snuggles comes across, picks it up, fires it to his Omen, and here's Sheridan with the pitch to Haysby with a bunt. Snuggles picks it up, fires to 1, gets the out, and Sergio is held to second base. And they are walking Vince. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Bueller calls 1 bounce. Bombays disagree, as they probably would. Here comes the 1-on-1 pitch. Arno with the kick, deep to right field.
Come on, Jacob!
Catches the ball for the out, brings it in, and here comes the go-ahead. Sergio crosses the plate, and a walk-off in the bottom of the 10th. Brew Cartel wins the SoCal Kickball Open in one hell of a hard-fought match. 10 innings. Good dear Lord. That's a lot of kickball. I'm gonna go smoke.
1, 2, 3, Bombays! Here we go, BCC on 3! 1, 2, 3, BCC!